Do we have something to announce today, Mr. Bacher?
Yeah, compliance isn't a project. It's not something you do once or get ready for because you're at ATF's down the road doing an inspection. Compliance and a good compliance program is a strategy. We've expanded our new program as of January 1st. Most of you know that. All our VIPs understand and know that. And the one thing we're missing, you VIPs are asking for, is something that was afforded by and provided by the other agency we're with and associated with, legal protection in some way. If in fact you do get in trouble, if the administration changes in 4 years, if I do get in trouble through a warning letter, warning conference, or subsequent revocation based on my past inspection history. We're dealing with one this morning. It's not going well. And this is just in time for him, maybe. All right, the ATF's there and they're doing a wrap-up session today, and it's not looking very good. So we were able, thank goodness, finally to partner with one of our long-term preferred partners. And we're going to be talking now with Jeff Hewitt over at Lockton Affinity Outdoor. Many of you already use this agency for other your insurance needs. But Jeff is joining us today to help us celebrate the launch of this great new program. Yes, it's only available to our VIPs, but that's a great benefit. You're going to realize the value of it very quickly. Jeff and JC, go ahead and handle the rollout here. Are you guys ready?
Jeff, you on the line? I see your name up there. Let's see
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
here.
got your. There you are.
Yeah.
Jeff Hewitt, Lockton Affinity Outdoors, longtime partner of FFL Consultants. God, Jeff, we've been working with you since the very beginning. The floor is yours, my friend. Let's talk about what we have to offer the community.
All right. Thanks, JB and JC. Always enjoy listening to you guys and hearing all the great stuff that's going on. So I'll just start here. JC probably called me back at end of May with this idea. And insurance industry is not very agile or nimble. So for us to roll the clock to mid-August and have a product ready for you all, that's moving pretty fast. Although JC and JB don't really think that is, but we got to push through here pretty quickly. Again, Jeff Hewitt, I've had the pleasure of managing our outdoor program for the last 26 years. I work for Lockton Affinity. We're a subsidiary division of Lockton Companies. We're the largest privately held insurance broker. And today, we insure, over the last 26 years, we've continued to grow our programs and our appetite within the FFL industry. And today we have about 4,000 commercial FFL business that buy some sort of insurance from us, mostly general liability and some property coverage. But today we just want to talk specifically about this FFL protection program that we work together to create as a standalone product. So as it says, meaningful protection, it's just very straightforward. For those of you who may purchase some insurance from us today on a general liability policy, we've probably offered you the option to add this coverage, and a lot of you probably already have it. But this is the first time that we will offer this on a standalone basis without all the other insurance coverage. I mean, we'd love to write everything, but if you just need this today, we can get you signed up. So we're giving up to $50,000 of protection per policy year. And this is for coverage for your legal defense when you're involved in a hearing. And we'll talk about the process here in a second. And then we've got a premium cost down there, which you see, we were able to keep that down under $200 a year. If you have a policy with us now and you're not sure if you have it on it, you can certainly call and talk to one of our reps here that work for me, and they can guide you through that. Or if you have one with us and you want to add it to it, we can certainly add it to that particular policy that you already have in place. But I think we're the only ones in the industry that supply insurance to FFLs that are offering this as a standalone product, which is something that I think is pretty unique, and we're excited to be able to partner with FFL Consultants, so to be able to do that. Very simple application. We need a business name, contact name, address, phone, email. We're going to ask 2 questions. When was your last ATF inspection? And then the history of any ATF violations that you might have had in the last 5 years. So, and those wouldn't include just an audit letter that says, hey, we did your audit and here's how everything came out. We're just looking for any violations that you might have had. So there might be a little bit of a narrative for those of you who have had that. So I think this is important. So if you get a notice from ATF, we think you need to talk to JB and JC first to help you sort the letter out. A lot of times those can be handled in a response or some modifications that you're making or explanations that you're going to do. If you then get the next round, which says we need to go to a hearing, then we need to report that claim over to our third-party administrator, basically claims adjuster in real-world terms, and they'll work with you as you get closer to that date to help you find with, FFL consultants help or whatever attorney you would want to pick, or we'll make a recommendation for you. But we just want to get you the best representation for your hearing so we can get the best outcome.
Yeah. And Jeff, I'll jump in for a minute. And
Yeah.
some of you already, some of you guys kind of heard through the grapevine this was happening. But the reason we want VIPs to have access is because we know you guys are in our system. We talk to you. We have notes on you. You're doing our training guides. You're getting our SLPs. You're watching our videos, and you're doing your onboarding training in FFLC Academy. The hope is that you guys never have to get to the hearing process. That's the hope. And if you've been through any of this before, and we did over 200 of these revocation hearings under the Biden administration, you don't want to be there. And this morning we had a conference call with a client who's just got his new license because his old license is definitely going to get revoked based on the next inspection that he expects very soon based on a prior warning conference. So there's all these little moving parts and tentacles and strings attached. So we hope that you guys, when you join up through us and get this super discount, super low cost program and the super defense behind you and peace of mind, that you're never going to have to use it. I hate to say it. We want you to be good drivers and never use your insurance versus that bad driver who is apt to hit a telephone pole. So that's part of why this process is structured the way it is, and kind of like we're the first stop, and just have a little clarity on that.
Yeah. Well, thanks, JB. So I wanted to just put a sample claim in here, but before I do, I'll just talk about it. I would say in probably the last year of the Biden administration, we probably had 15 claims that were ultimately went to a hearing. And this is sort of from our plea. The earlier you can get information over to FFL consultants, the less likely that the outcome is that it actually goes to a hearing. And we also want to make sure that if it's going down that path, we want to know in plenty of time. I mean, we have one of our claims that we had a little bit ago was someone came to us 4 days before their hearing to file a claim. And there's nothing we can really do there other than expend the legal defense dollars to have somebody go sit in the courtroom with them, because that's not going to be a very good outcome. But this is just one. You can see the ATF allegations that came through. There was a response. There was still a hearing. We paid for the representatives to be at the hearing, the legal defense, and ATF reversed their position. So again, we don't win all of them, certainly, but if we start the process early enough and go through the advice process, and then if it still gets to the hearing and we have a lot of ammunition in there when the hearing happens, then the reverse of the position of ATF is much more likely than if we just find out about it very late in the game. I've seen a few questions in the comments. How do we start this process? We have a toll-free number set up. There's an email address there. But what I would suggest do is you go into the VIP area within the FFL Consultants page, click on our link, and it'll bring up a contact form. And you can just put your name and information in there in the contact form and put FFL Protection Plan in the subject line. One of the things I always like to say is, in our program, this is all we do. So I've got 4 people, Ben, Cade, Brady, and Josh on my team here. And on a monthly basis, we'll sign up more than 125 new FFL businesses, existing FFL, new policyholders to us every month. So these guys, this is all they do. They understand your business. And then we have a customer service team here that's got even more people on it, but that's all we do. We have a big enough book of business that our service providers are all very well versed in the issues you're dealing with and some of the things that you have to deal with. So you can give us a call. You can send us an email in, but I would suggest you go to the VIP area within FFL Consultants page and shoot us a note. We'll send you back the simple one-page PDF fillable application. You get it back to us. We'll send you a proposal. You can sign it, and we're good to go.
All right, Jeff, we got just a couple. We don't want you to hang out for another hour. So we
Okay.
thought if we have some questions, we'll get them answered quickly. If that's okay with you, I'll read you the first one from one of the first ones from Bennett says, Jeff, if we began releasing of course, this is fitting. If we began releasing suppressors via 4473 without, I guess, a Form 4, and it ended up being an issue down the line, would ATF defense coverage come to our rescue?
If it results in a hearing, then the answer would be yes. We would step in there.
Do we how do we email? Do we email the application? Yeah, if you're a VIP, just go to a VIP hub. We already have it set up. It's going to take you to the Lockton Affinity link for us. Again, it doesn't spell out all of the details because this program is so new, but you just contact them through the form, either in a subject or in the comments box. Just write you're interested in the Legal Defense Protection Program with us, and you'll get connected right away. No problem there. It's just that our landing page doesn't look great yet, so that's why we're spelling this out for you today. Does the Lockton insurance coverage also represent FFLs dealing with local or state compliance issues or just a federal level?
Currently, this is something that JC's been hounding me on. Currently, the insurance program just answers for ATF issues.
We're working, Jeff and I are working very hard on actually bringing some more items to you all as FFLs, and we'll keep you updated as progress continues with those options.
Yeah. And the coolest thing, Jeff, I got to tell you, even when you finally came back to us with a price, I was blown away. So thank you. Thank you. The industry thanks you for that. So that's really cool. Another one, do you work with New York City compliance issues?
That's a great question. I'll say this. We write business in all 50 states with the exception as we do not write any firearm business in the state of New York.
New York.
Jeff, for clarity, are there any other states that this would not apply in?
No.
Okay, cool. All right. So guys, hit our site, VIPs, just hit that landing page. Anybody else got questions, give us a ring and we'll walk and talk you through it. Jeff, we want to thank you 100% for being here today and making this happen for the firearms industry.
Thanks, guys. We enjoy the partnership.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate all your work on this.
You bet.
All right.
To answer that one question, if they're curious, do you work with New York City compliance issues? Now, granted, Jeff and the team at Lockton may not write there, but we do support FFLs operating in restricted states. So you're aware of that.
Yeah, FFL Consultants does support for all states.
Yeah, all states and territories.
Right. Okay. Unfortunately, sometimes.
Yeah.
Including Cook County and Manhattan, yeah.